What is going on, guys, and welcome to the brand new video of my final thoughts on NFL Week 3, an insane Sunday that we saw. Upsets, teams staying undefeated, and a lot of unbeatens losing their first game, and a lot of winless teams getting their first wins. Check it out, and here we go on our final thoughts on Week 3 of the NFL games. Enjoy. So we start off with Thursday Night Football. New England goes into town in New York at the MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets in the first game of the week here in Week 3. And we saw just a lot of people getting involved with the Jets offense. Tyler Conklin had a great game. Garrett Wilson found the end zone. Mike Williams, we saw, got more involved with that offense with the Jets. And their defense really shut down Jacoby Brissett and that Patriots offense. And we're seeing a lot more Braylon Allen, I believe is his name, for the Jets, their backup running back. Him and Breece Hall right now looking like a good 1-2 punch. That offense is definitely clicking more and more. Just kind of a boring, average Thursday night game. You know that's how they're just the way they are for some reason. But either way, the Jets start off with a win in Week 3 now in the NFL. So, yeah, not much to say. Jets defense slapped the Patriots offense in the face. I didn't expect this game to be very high scoring either, but the Patriots offense kind of expected them to get more involved, and they just did nothing. Jets defense really shut them down all night. Either way, Jets, they get their win as expected. The Patriots fall to 1-2, or no, is that their first loss? I got to fact check that. But either way, I don't even know. I kind of forget for some reason, but I know it's the second win for the Jets. I believe the Patriots, Patriots are 1-2 for sure. Yeah, they are. Either way, Jets win. Aaron Rodgers gets back-to-back wins as a Jet, and we'll see what they do next week. All right, in our first game that I will get behind here will be the Chargers and the Steelers in Week 3, battle of two 2-0 teams. Both of them we did not expect to be here. I know it's still early in the season, but Justin Fields has led the Steelers to a 3-0 start. Their defense is insane, easily one of the best in the league by far. TJ Watt is a half a sack away from 100 on the year, which is just fantastic. Absolutely amazing player out of Wisconsin. But yeah, the Steelers offense, is still getting the rhythm going. Justin Fields just doing his thing. I mean, they're winning games. That's all. What else could you ask for? You're 3-0. You're in first in your division. Chargers, it's wow. After a 2-0 start, as we did not expect, but man, the players are falling. You lose Joey Bosa again. He's hurt. Justin Herbert goes down. He was questionable to play from the beginning. He's now out. Well, actually, we don't know if he's out yet for next week, but definitely a possibility. And that offensive line's getting beat up. Players getting suspended. I mean, this is just not a good look for the Chargers now. They're starting to definitely bite their fingernails because they are stressing out after that loss and losing players. So the Chargers fall to 2-1. The Steelers improved to 3-0 and in first place of the AFC North. Justin Fields getting the job done for the Steelers. Pittsburgh and Steel City. Wow, what a start it is for the Steelers. 3-0. Congrats to Justin Fields, even though I hate Pittsburgh so much. But they find a way to win again. Of course, it's Mike Tomlin. What do you expect? Okay, my team of the week last week was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they just got absolutely embarrassed at home against the now 1-2 Denver Broncos. The Broncos defense just played lights out. I mean, insane defense from the Broncos. I cannot get over the fact that how much the Buccaneers players hurt some of my fantasy teams and just in general. I mean, they just flat out just laid almost an egg. They were lucky they even scored any points. The Buccaneers, embarrassing game. Denver Broncos and Bo Nix really showed up with the offensive side as well. They played a great game and just an embarrassing performance out of Tampa Bay. I mean, how do you go into Detroit last week, play a great game-winning drive, and then come back home to your home stadium and just get flat out embarrassed by Bo Nix and the Broncos? That's the NFL for you, and that's how this week went. The Buccaneers lose their first game of the year. The Denver Broncos get on the win column at 1-2, even though they're not going to win very much more games, I don't believe, in the year. Fluke week, who knows? One or the other. Either way, Broncos, embarrassing loss. They got to get it figured out. In that NFC South, it's a battle between a bunch of teams in there, so who knows? Maybe it could be a four-way battle now with Andy Dalton being the starter with the Panthers. We'll see. Either way, Broncos, great win. Embarrassing loss for the Buccaneers. Gross. And next up, we have the Green Bay Packers finding ways to win without their starting quarterback again, with now Malik Willis under center, and dude's balling. I mean, against his former team, goes into Tennessee, slaps him in the face. Green Bay's defense makes some good big plays as well, and my prediction on the Titans being the worst team is still looking good. They're 0-3. Some other teams as well, but still, it's early. The Packers just finding ways to win. I mean, my gosh. Yeah, I hate Green Bay so much as a Cowboys fan, but you can't disrespect that Green Bay is getting things done. Jordan Love, most likely, I think he'll be back next week. Either way, congrats, I guess, to the Packers. Another win, finding ways to get it done. They're 2-1, second place in the NFC North, tied with the Lions, and they're winning. They're winning games. I know they played the Titans, but I mean, win's a win. They got it done. Jordan Love's, like I said, will be back next week, most likely. Then Josh Jacobs didn't really do too much on either. Just Malik Willis showed. Defense made some plays, and just another win. Not much to say. I didn't watch a lot of the game, really. Just saw majority of the highlights, but Will Levis, once again, that hit that he took or whatever it was, him laying on the ground, the Packers defender over him, just another classic Will Levis masterclass image for the week, and can't wait to see what it is next week. Either way, Packers win. Titans lose 3 straight. Can someone please beat Green Bay? I'm tired of this. And next up on a great defensive game of the week for sure on Fox it was. I would say this was definitely America's game of the week in my opinion. At least it should have been on Fox. But the Eagles go into New Orleans and upset the Saints. I mean, I don't think anybody expected the Eagles, I don't think, really to win this game. And their defense showed up and slapped the Saints in the face. Alvin Kamara literally sold my touchdown parlay. The only player that did not score with Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamar Chase, and who was my other one? I had somebody else. It was Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamar Chase, and it was obviously Alvin Kamara, but he didn't score. I had someone else. I can't remember who it was for some reason off the top of my head, but they scored. It was all running backs. I think it might have been James Cook. I don't remember. Either way, he sold my parlay. The only parlay that I lost. Anyway, the Eagles, no A.J. Brown. They lose Devontae Smith during the game as well, and it doesn't even matter. They still find a way to win the game. Defense played lights out. Derek Carr somehow just, of course, I start him in fantasy now, and he just does nothing. Alvin Kamara gets shut down as well. Chris Olave, their only touchdown, I believe it was for the game. And Dallas Goedert had a field day against that Saints defense. Either way, Eagles get the job done. I mean, my gosh, that great drive. They hit Dallas Goedert down the sideline, huge play, and they ended up scoring. And Saints, wow. Not much, that's just a head scratcher to me, really. I just cannot believe that they only scored 12 points against the Eagles, and especially at home. You're red hot right now, hottest team by far in the NFL, and they lost. I can't believe it. Eagles are tied for first in the East. Unfortunately, Dallas does not get any help at all this whole week, even if they didn't win. But anyway, Saints got to bounce back next week and turn on the Jets again, because that was a pretty, honestly, I mean, the Eagles are a great team, but that was a sad loss. I mean, there was no reason the Saints should have lost that game at all. Hottest team in the league. No A.J. Brown. They lose Devontae Smith. Barkley, unfortunately, now is in that backfield. Had a great game, so by far one of the best running backs in the league. So Saints, they fold. They lose by 3, 15-12. Eagles get it done. And man, fly Eagles fly, I guess. That's disgusting. Saints, I'm embarrassed. Got to get that win. Wow. Who expected this? Sam Darnold is a dog. Unbelievable. The Vikings at home, easily one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. I mean, I should have known better to not play CJ Stroud. I just knew it. There was no way. If you really think about it deeply, Houston was not going in there and winning. They weren't. The Vikings look great. They look amazing. I mean, they look like one of a top NFC teams right now. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, Justin Jefferson, great game. Aaron Jones, great game. Sam Darnold, great game. Their defense slapped C.J. Stroud and the Texans in the face. An embarrassing loss for the homecoming game for Stephon Diggs, and they just wow. I mean, I cannot believe it. I mean, I didn't expect a blowout, but 34-7, not expecting that. I was expecting at least like a 27-20 or 27-17 type game. I little bit kind of expected the Vikings to win because they were home. But especially the way the Texans have just been playing, they're a little slow to get going, like they were, like I said, against the Bears the week before. So, but I mean, Vikings are tough. I cannot wait to watch the Vikings and Packers next Sunday. Those two teams are going to go head to head for first place. I mean, in the division, we'll see if the Lions win. Of course, they could obviously still be tied in the NFC North. But either way, a great win for Minnesota. They are one of my teams of the week contenders, so we'll see if they can win that. So, but either way, Texans, wow, big loss. A little embarrassing losing by that much, but either way, you cannot deny that the Vikings are red hot. Congrats to Minnesota. I'm actually really enjoying it. Way to go, Vikings. Next up on our list, I think we kind of thought this game was going to be over right when it started the way it looked. The Browns and the Giants in Cleveland. Amari Cooper scores right away. I mean, this game looked like it might have been over from the start. And I was wrong. Maybe some other people were wrong. They thought the same thing. Who knows? The G-Men go into Cleveland and upset the Browns. Yes, I would say that's an upset because the way that game, like I said, the way that game started, the way the Browns looked, I thought they were going to run away with this game. But Daniel Jones stuns the world and goes into Cleveland and wins by 6 points. Just an embarrassing loss for the Browns. I mean, what is going on in Cleveland? They got to get it figured out. Like I said, this is one of those other games I really did not pay any attention to at all on Sunday. But it's just That's all. That's just the Browns right now. Is just Malik Neighbors is really starting to get his name in that offense now. I hate the Giants so much, but I can't give them enough credit though that the fact that they went there and won this game and turned it around. They're really getting that rookie involved from LSU. Man, he's looking like a stud receiver. And I don't even know how many fantasy. I don't want to talk about fantasy a whole lot here, but that's not the main purpose of my videos for this type of. These are just my final thoughts. But I don't know how many leagues, and some of you probably played in, how late Malik Neighbors went in the leagues. I mean, my gosh, every league I played in, that dude was so late. And now he is looking like a great stud receiver, by far possibly looking like a top 10 guy. Dude's amazing. The Giants go into Cleveland, stun the Browns in an upset loss. It is not looking good for the Dog Pound. They're lucky they're not in last in their division. Got to give credit for the Giants. That's a great team win. Unfortunately, you're going to need the luck Thursday night against my Cowboys. It's not wood, but we'll say it is. Great win, G-Men, I guess. The Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. Well, this game was a battle of two young quarterbacks, I mean. One rookie and one in his second year, Caleb Williams and Anthony Richardson. And this was a defensive battle, but it was a scrubby game. But Jonathan Taylor, honestly, was bound to have a good game, and he did. Some good I believe he had 2 touchdowns on the game and interceptions for the Colts defense. And like I said, another game I just didn't. There is a lot of games I did not pay a whole lot of attention to, which I had a work weekend anyway, so try to get a much football screen time I can get in. So, but either way, Colts get a win, their first of the year. Ugly game. Both of these two teams are just not good. I am still disappointed in the Colts. They're still not getting things going, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe in the Colts at all. But neither of these teams are making the playoffs. They're both just rebuilding their teams right now, and I don't know. Injuries right now with the Bears not having Keenan Allen and whatnot, that hurts too. So either way, I honestly still think the Bears are the better team than Indianapolis. I'm not impressed with the Colts at all yet right now, but the Colts did get the win. They're home team, so not much to say about this game. Mediocre game. I don't think I feel like if you really paid attention to this game, you just wanted to watch two young quarterbacks go at it and see the future of the NFL. That's about it. Jonathan Taylor had a game. Colts get the win. That's about it. Both teams suck. Moving on. And so we move on to the 4 o'clock games on Sunday, and we'll start off with, I think, one of the other upsets of the week. The 49ers and Rams. The 49ers had a 21-7 lead over Los Angeles in the fourth quarter. And I was obviously, for some reason, still watching my Cowboys play, but they did come back. But either way, it wasn't enough. But anyway, I didn't really watch this game because I was watching Dallas, but I was just watching Juwan Jennings go off for San Francisco. And I was like, wow, that game is just over the way that's looking. The Rams don't stand a chance. They don't have Cooper Kupp. They don't have Puka Nacua. And they're just banged up in general. So I thought that game was literally over, and I was wrong. The Rams won? I just didn't think that. I literally thought that game was over. And the Rams ended up winning a stunning game against the 49ers, a 27-24. I'm going to say that's an upset. I don't even care that Christian McCaffrey's not there and Deebo Samuel or George Kittle. I mean, it is a lot for the 49ers, but the way that game was going, I didn't think the Rams stood a chance. And the Rams somehow found up a way to win. They beat the stupid 49ers, and I love every second of that. Congrats to Matthew Stafford, and a huge win and a must win for the Rams to get on the win column at 1-2 and tied with the 49ers. And I don't got much to say. The Cowboys are also not 1-2. We'll get to that now. We're all in. We're all in. We are all in. No, we're not. An embarrassing loss again for my Dallas Cowboys. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's just disgusting what's going on in Dallas. Must-win game this Thursday against the Giants. As we expected, Lamar and Derrick Henry ran all over the defense. That's exactly what everybody expected to happen, and it did. A great effort by the Cowboys, though, in the fourth quarter. I don't know where it was all game. A classic Ravens massacre. I mean, the Ravens got to get that figured out. I mean, the Ravens get these leads, and they blow them. They almost blew it again. Cowboys recover the first onside kick of the season somehow. That is by far the worst rule in the league. The fact that you can't do it until the fourth quarter and you have to be losing. That is just a joke. I mean, obviously you don't do it if you're winning. I mean, you've never seen it. But either way, the fact that you can only do it in the fourth quarter is a fraud. Ruins the game. Stupid. Anyway, and just getting it is just nearly impossible. What a joke. But either way, Cowboys fall to 1-2. The Ravens get their first much-needed win of the season. And Dallas just can't get it done. I mean, I expected, like I said in my last video, I think they had a chance to win, and they really did. But CeeDee Lamb, a costly fumble earlier in the game. That last touchdown that Dallas got could either gave them the lead or they would have tied it up with the field goals they made. Thank you, Brandon Aubrey. You're the best. You're officially better than Justin Tucker, I think, now. Justin Tucker is fading, unfortunately, I think, for the Ravens. But either way, the Ravens get a much-needed win. Cowboys fall to 1-2. Just another joke loss. Cowboys need a win. That's all I got to say. Ravens, we knew they'd win, I guess. Either way, I'm just a depressed Cowboys fan. Andy Dalton gets the job done for the Carolina Panthers against the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think everybody knew Bryce Young was a problem. I mean, how did you not know that? I mean, clear as day that this dude was not the answer for Carolina. He's a bust. He's too small for the league. He's not good. He's not. And the Panthers get a win, and congrats to them on their first much-needed win. Cannot wait to see Andy Dalton go into Cincinnati. I think it's in Cincinnati. Next week, play his old team, and I think the Panthers can actually win. That would be hilarious. Either way, congratulations, Andy Dalton. I don't know why it took so long for you to start the starter, but here you are. You're shining again like you did with Dallas before, but you were terrible with Dallas. But either way, Panthers get their first win, and they have their first lead for the first time since week 13 of last season. Insane. Panthers get a win. The Raiders are overrated. They are just not good, but somehow they beat the Ravens. But congrats, Panthers, not much to say. Awesome team win for them. They're on the win column. And they might. If they keep up with this and they play good, they just play good ball, do not count the Panthers out with a division battle, because that division right now is super tight. And I think right now, the way the Panthers play, and they can keep this up. It's a hot take. It's a wild take. I'll stand by that. Might have a chance with that division. The way it's looking. It's a hot take. Make fun of me all you want. But that division right now is super tight with everyone. Everyone is there. Just, it's a food for thought. It's probably not going to happen, but just, we'll see. Moving on now to the Lions and Cardinals. One of those other games I just did not really pay attention to as well, but either way I know is that Dave Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs are by far one of the best running back duos in the NFL. I mean, that is just too good. St. Brown finally finds the end zone for the first time of the year. Marvin Harrison finds the end zone for the Cardinals again. Thank gosh for him. But that Lions defense, really good at football. Aiden Hutchinson's one of the best defensive ends in the league. Literally, him and TJ Watt, are just too good. Great 6.5 sacks already on the year. Aiden Hutchinson's a beast. Jared Goff gets it done in Arizona. I think we all expected. Like I said, Arizona's just coming off a hot week. They're going to cool off, so it's just what the Cardinals do. Great win for the Lions. Bounce back win after that tough loss against the Buccaneers. Lions are back in action next week. And yeah, either way, great job, Detroit. Not much to say. Good team win. Congrats. And our last 4 o'clock game, the Dolphins and Seattle Seahawks. Dolphins, Skylar Thompson gets hurt, and yeah, the Dolphins are just, the season's over. It's all over. The Seahawks, Zach Charbonnet finds the end zone twice. DK Metcalf had another good game, and it's looking good for Seattle. They are surprisingly one of those other teams that are 3-0 on the year. New head coach, new Seattle. I mean, that offense, like I said, it's just been a hit or miss for I don't know how many years. The team's either red hot or they're ice cold. No in between for Seattle. They always got those odd scoring games like 9-6, 15-9, 16-13, just such low scoring, mediocre games or just defensive battles. But Seattle's offense is looking really good right now. They're finding the end zone without no Kenneth Walker, no problem. They slapped Miami in the mouth 24-3, I think it was. Yeah, I think we got 24-3. And just a great game for Seattle. Another win. They are 3-0, and they are first in the NFC West. How long can they keep this up? We'll see. But Seattle, man, they're tough. Congrats. I'm impressed with them. But this was an easy one. I mean, the Dolphins are just, it's all over for Miami. It is so over for the Dolphins. Now we'll go to Sunday night. You see it now. Chiefs and Falcons. Once again, I got to watch about majority of this game. But as you can tell, another week, another day of the refs saving the Chiefs on a missed pass interference call. Either way, we don't know how the game would have ended. Anything could have happened before this, whatever. I mean, the Falcons, I think, should have won this game. I kind of thought they'd actually win, especially being in Atlanta. I figured Kirk Cousins could do it, but nope, it couldn't happen. I mean, the Chiefs' offense, I mean, I give the Chiefs credit. They are being so successful with Travis Kelce, like, doing nothing again. Looking really washed on the field, thanks to Taylor Swift. But either way, Chiefs defense, once again, a missed call. Not much to say. Atlanta, I just still think should have won this game regardless. Falcons just couldn't get it done. Tough loss for Atlanta. Chiefs, back-to-back Super Bowl champs. They're 3-0. Still looking good. Patrick Mahomes gets the job done with the Chiefs. Not much to say. Missed call. I watched somewhat majority of this game, but Atlanta, a tough loss. But man, either way, the Falcons should have won this game. I just think they should have won. I think it's a tough loss. I'm just disappointed in Atlanta on that one. They were my favorite. Chiefs, still undefeated. I hate the Chiefs. Just not much to say. Just someone argue about this. Argue in the comments. Argue something. I hate the Chiefs. Refs do it again. I give up. All right, now we'll go to the double header on Monday Night Football. We'll start with the first game that happened with the Jaguars and the Bills. I've never been a fan of double headers on Monday Night Football, even though one of the games were a blowout. But I actually had so much fun watching 2 games last night instead. I don't know why, but I really did enjoy this Monday Night duo, even though like I said, one's a blowout, one's a good game. Jags and the Bills, the Jaguars suck. The Jaguars are so bad. I mean, my expectations were low, but my gosh, the Jaguars are so bad at football. This team is terrible. Trevor Lawrence is just so bad now. This offense is just a puke fest. I mean, it's disgusting. It is so bad. The Jaguars are so bad. I mean, I'm so disappointed in Jacksonville. Either way, Josh Allen, 4 touchdowns in the air. I mean, great game from him. The Bills are surprising me. They really are. I mean, like I said, the Jaguars are bad, but I did not expect the Bills to be this good to start off rip from the season. They're winning games. Josh Allen gets it done again. Bills look really good. That offense looks tough. I can't believe it. With no Diggs, no problem. James Cook, a great game too, and finds the end zone. He dropped 1 touch. He was bound to have 2 touchdowns, but one right through his hands. But the Bills, not much to say. They blow out Jacksonville on Monday night, and the game was over by half. Dominating win with Buffalo. Congrats. They're great. Bills just look really good. I'm honestly a little surprised. I thought they were going to kind of fall off this year. I really did. But Josh Allen's proven me wrong. Bills get it done. Now off to the great game on Monday night. Commanders and Bills. My rookie of the week, if I don't do it, but a rookie of the week's Jaden Daniels. I mean, what a game going into Cincinnati and slapping the Bengals in the face to have them fall to 0-3. A 2-1 now Washington Commanders team. Terry McLaurin had a great game, finding the end zone and over 100 yards, and just a great game for Jaden Daniels. I mean, my gosh, he looks really good. Got lots of mouths to feed. Zach Ertz getting involved in this offense. Noah Brown had a decent game, and the Bengals. What is going on in Cincinnati? Jamar Chase had a great game. Joe Burrow, I mean, he played expectations, but just another tough loss for Cincinnati. 0-3. Could you imagine if they lose Andy Dalton next week? That would be hilarious. I hope they do. I hate the Bengals so much. I love seeing them suck. I really do. But even though I was rooting for them, I don't want the Commanders to win for the NFC East for Dallas. But Dallas got no hope. All the NFC East teams won besides Dallas. Go figure. And yeah, not much to say. I mean, Bengals stink, and I love it. I hope they lose again. Congrats, Commanders, to be honest. I give you my respect. That's a great win. Jaden Daniels looking really good. Great win. And now it's time for my losers of the week and my team of the week. My loser of the week. Who would have thought this would have happened? They were my team of the week last week. They are now my losers of the week. That is easily the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How in the world do you go into Detroit and win on a game-winning drive? Your defense forces turnover on downs to win the game, and now you come home and just get slapped in the face by Bo Nix and the Broncos. Are you kidding me? Baker Mayfield was, sacked 7 times against this Broncos defense? I mean, my gosh. What a performance by Denver. I give them all the credit in the world, but I'm embarrassed for Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers offense. An embarrassing game. Defense also got slapped around. My losers of the week, that were my team of the week a week ago. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow, that was just sad. Now it's time for my team of the week. There was 3 teams that deserve this for sure, but I'm going to give it to one. I'm probably going to get hated for it, but my 3 teams in contention were the Rams, Commanders, and the Vikings. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have to give it to the Rams. A comeback win in the 4th quarter against the 49ers. I'm really impressed. The way that team was just going down, and they come back and win. Kyron Williams had himself a freaking day. The Rams just somehow win. I knew they were home, but still, that was a great team win against the 49ers, coming back from a 14-point deficit. Winning 27-24. Rams are my team of the week. And like I said, they deserve. It's so close. I really wanted to give this to Jaden Daniels and the Commanders because I did not expect them to win last night. But they're number 2 on my list for sure. I would almost give them. I really want to give them the tie or even just give them the team of the week. But I'm really impressed with the banged up Rams offense. They found the way to get it done against the 49ers on a 27-24 win. And I also want to give it the Vikings. Did not expect them to blow it out, but they were home. And I kind of expected the Vikings to honestly kind of win. But either way, congrats to the Rams. You're my team of the week on your first win of the year. Thank you guys so much for watching on my NFL Week 3 final thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, sub to the channel if you'd like. Follow the TikTok or Facebook. That's BWSman12. Same thing as my YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next week for Week 4, and hopefully Dallas comes out with a win. And my bets, like I said, I don't want to talk about gambling a lot on this, but I've hit 3 bets in a row. We're red hot, so that's awesome. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.